Good morning, everybody.
Good
Good morning.
First, I want you to see a video. I think the video is not working well, but that was an earthquake, and that happened in my country this year, and the magnitude was 7.4. So it was a big earthquake. Maybe some of you are not familiar with earthquakes. Maybe in your country that doesn't happen a lot. But I have some news for you. It could happen in Victoria.
Yes.
I took this news from CBC News website. The title is BC Coast in the risk zone for a major earthquake. And this is a quote. The scientists said it might happen within our lifetimes and will certainly happen at some time over the life of our communities and our infrastructures. So you need to be prepared. That's why today I want to tell you how to manage an earthquake situation in 3 simple steps. In my country, earthquakes are very common, really, really common. And this is, those are just the earthquakes with magnitude higher than 7 since I was born in my country. So, yeah, 10 earthquakes higher than 7. The first one was in 1985, the year I was born, and the magnitude was 8.2, and the number of people who died it's unknown, but they estimate between 10,000 and 65,000 people. A lot of people died. It was my city was not prepared for an earthquake like that. But after that earthquake, we learned how to manage earthquake situations. And you can see after this earthquake, the number of dead people is really low. So, yeah, I think I know something about earthquakes. The first step that you have to keep in mind is keep calm, don't panic. Some people get really nervous when an earthquake happens, and it's really dangerous because people usually run and scream, and sometimes people fall down, sometimes people get crushed, and that's why you need to keep calm. This is the first step. It's difficult because it's a scary situation, but you need to try to keep calm. Once you keep calm, you need to look for safe places. Most people try to go outside, but if you are in a building, if you are in a high floor, it's not a good idea to try to go outside. So you need to look for safe places. These are two examples. You can stay in a doorway or under a table. You need to stay away from windows, and you need to stay away from things that could fall down on you. If you are outside, you need to stay away from buildings, from the same. You need to stay away from things that could fall down on you. And you need to be patient. You need to wait until the earthquake finishes. Once the earthquake has finished, oh, sorry, I forgot. Please don't use stairs and don't use elevators. They are really dangerous. It's better to stay where you are. Just look for a safe place. Once the earthquake has finished, the third step is to inspect. First, inspect yourself. Make sure that you are okay. If you are okay, then inspect the place around you. Sometimes some places could there could be fire. Sometimes you need to inspect electricity facilitations, gas stations, things like that. Make sure that everything is okay. If everything is not okay, you need to call the police or the firefighters or some authorities. And finally, you need to inspect your house. Sometimes after a big earthquake, houses might be damaged. And that's really dangerous because after a big earthquake, there are other smaller earthquakes. And for example, in my city in 1985, most of the buildings that collapsed, they collapsed because of they didn't collapse because of the main earthquake. They collapsed because the following smaller earthquakes.
Aftershocks.
Yeah, aftershock. Because the structure was weak, was damaged, so they collapsed. So you need to inspect your house, make sure that your house is okay. If you saw some damage, you need to call the authority too. And that's it. It's a very difficult situation, but you can manage that situation. You just need to remember these 3 simple steps. Keep calm. First, keep calm. That's the first step. Second step, look for safe places. Don't try to go outside if you can't. If you are in a building, it's not a good idea. And the third and final step, inspect that everything is okay. And I want to finish with a quote. We cannot stop natural disasters, but we can arm ourselves with knowledge. So many lives wouldn't have to be lost if there was enough disaster preparedness. Thank you very much.